Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, I got the blood pumping too with a little bit of laughter. Oh, Keith and Kevin are just hilarious, man. If you haven't seen them, go check out their podcast. They've been around for a little bit of time, and what's great is they're able to play off each other. I look at the technical side of things, and they kind of rabbit holes are kind of a little bit like that, but not as these guys are jokers, and they're just spoofing off of everybody. They made their own problems, which they can get into trouble, body shaming and racist remarks. But hey, whatever. Sexist, and so all the isms, everybody's got them, and they're in every race. So I'm not condoning the monkey sounds by that kid, and I'm with them that he should be pulled aside and said, "You dumb turd, what are you doing? This doesn't help the situation." And you making the ape sounds, yeah, all that stuff. It is kind of fun to do, but oh man, we've all done it, as kids. And these two gentlemen here, Kevin and Keith, I appreciate them because they're intelligent, and I see them as human beings. I don't see them as being black, although that's probably the color of their skin. I'm not sure. I like their entertainment, and they're funny, and they're spoofing off everybody, and it's great, and it's a lot of fun. I've seen several of their shows, and that one was sent to me by somebody here, and I had to play it just to give you a little something to something. Happy Monday, everybody. I hope you got your cup of joe. I was going to play that one too, but I said, nah. Because what do young people know about cup of joe? Yeah. I'm ageist, right? Yeah. Well, we had an X flare yesterday. Did you know that? Yeah, I think they called it a 9.95, but it really was an X. It went into the X realm anyway, just like 1.02 or something like that. So, yeah, 0.05 is where it started, and then they marked it 1.02. Yeah. The last one, we're at 3.772 right now, M flare. That's where we're at now. We're at the BZ's in the north. Yep. And we got a lot of stuff coming around the corner. So they call it a 1.5. Well, that was the last X flare. Well, see, they keep messing around with it, don't they? Yeah. All right. So this day in history, we had an X411 in 2013 and an X2.51 in 2013. In 2005, we had an X1.15. Yeah, that's the top three X's on this day in history. In 1949, we had a G4. In 1956, we had a G3. In 1938, a G2, and 2015 and 83. So that's the history of today. But the last X flare, X1.5, happened on Saturday. The last M flare happened today. Yeah, M6.6, baby. Last geomatic storm was yesterday too. We had a KP7. Yeah, into a G3. The whole talk over the whole weekend was, wow, man, the sky is purple and red and pink and all these different colors. Yeah, pretty far out stuff happening out there in the solar stuff. And right now we're still at R2, but we're just dropping out of R2 radiation level. Just coming out of the M range. Yes, yep. We're this is 13th. Yeah, the highest one we had was a 6.23 today. Well, yeah, 6.23. And we're slowly dipping just out of the M range right now. If you hadn't noticed, and the radiation level just peaked up over the warning threshold again, do not go into an airplane right now. No, because you'll get zapped more. KP is over 5, almost a 6 right now. So we're at a G2 solar storm right now. Yeah. G2. No, I'm not making ape sound. Anyway. I'll let that go. Oh my land. Oh my land. Here, let's look at what's happening there on the doohickey here. You can see here the last couple of days here. Here's yesterday's. This is an X flare, but they count the X flare back here. Yeah, 1.5 here, but this one ended up hitting it. They just lowered it. Just anyway. And then here's the C639. And here we are just now at a C8. Yep, 848. That's where we're at now. Doesn't mean it won't uptick, because it seems there's been a little bit of an uptick, a trend. Yeah. So what's going on in the world today? All right, let's check it out. Solar wind right now is down to 635. It was up over 900 kilometers a second. Yeah, it was well over 900. M6, M9. There's the 9 that it's really an X, but they call it a 9.95. Can you believe it? Yeah, that's a 9.95. That's not an X. Whatever, dude. There's no chance in additional G5 activity this week because all the CMEs have already come and gone. However, relatively minor G1, G2 class storms are possible today. And I think we're at G2 or G3 is what it said. Let me see here. Yeah. G2 right now. G2. Yep. And there we are right there watching that. And there's a ton of sunspots, 3664 right here. The huge Mama Jamma. That thing's getting ready to go. And it seems that every time something goes, they let off a big boomer over here. I don't know, Canuck, did you lose power or something yesterday? I was on and you weren't. Or was it Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. You said you're having trouble with your internet and your TV. But that could have been, buddy. Anyway, so 664 down there on the bottom. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Something over here is going to be pretty active here. So let's go over here and let me show you what I mean here. Solar flares. Dun, 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 dun. Here's a picture. Look at all this stuff here and over here. Yeah. Just like this. Anyway. It does look like something's happening here, and you can see on this side, you can see a series of sunspots coming around. Also here, I think this week we're going to get some busyness. May not be an X, monster. Might be a bunch of little ones. I don't know. We'll have to check. If we look at the LASCO, see, you can see how bright it is down here. To me, that's going to let off. It's going to let one right away. Let's see what happens here. This is on the 12th. Yep. There we go. Boom. Oh, that thing let off a bomber, man. Wow. Watch how fast it goes, too. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 8 o'clock, and bam. Wow, that's gonna. It looked like it was in the BZ a little bit. Let me see here. Let me try to get it right there. So it might have started about 8 something, maybe even 7 something, and then boom. It's in the southern section, and I wonder if they have anything on that. Nope, they do not. Yeah, that's where they have it. All right, so they start the day on 5:10, and this thing won't be updated because it's 5:13. So you look at the date here, and you look at the date here where they start, they won't have it on this record. So this is worthless. Yeah, but look at that. That's a boomer right there. It's not a halo. Wait, it is a halo. Yep, there it is. All the way around it. Yeah, that's coming directed right at us. So it'll go to the south of us a little bit. And it might skim us, might give us some nice auroras here. Oh, in 3 days. So about the 16th, I think we're going to get something. And then let's go ahead and look at the LASCO 3. Now let's hit LASCO 2 and we'll look at LASCO 3. Yeah. Here we go. Boom. There it is. Boom. There it is. Yeah. It went all the way around. See it? When it goes all the way around, that's called a halo. But it is directed at that angle. So we'll catch some, it'll clip us, but probably around the 16th. I'm assuming, Yeah. All right, well, back to it. Everybody's got pictures of the solar. This is the monster here. Check this out. This is the Earth, the size of the Earth, all right? There's 15 Earths, and that's how wide this thing is. 15 Earths, right? Powerful statement right there. Philip Smith took this video, or made this picture. Yeah. Far out, right? All right. Oh, you had a bad headache. I'm sorry there, Canuck. But I figured you weren't here, so I said, all right, no big deal. Right now, 24 max 6.33 storm happening right now. It says KP 2.67. I know that's not right. That's old. Corona holes, there are no significant ones. And yet we have a lot of wind, huh? 75% chance for an X. Get that. That's the highest we've seen yet. Right here. Check that out. That's yesterday's doohickey. Yeah. Yesterday's doohickey right there. Check that out. For posterity. I tell you. That's what they said. So that's where we're at right now, baby. Geomatic storm probabilities, 35% chance for mid latitudes, 20 or 5% for the uppers. Yeah, there's still 349 potentially hazardous asteroids out there, or a FAW. That is a FAW that's closer to Earth from the sun, 0.05 AUs, or about 5 million miles. And if it's within that 5 million miles, however that thing's traveling or not traveling, or we're moving toward it, it's moving toward us, and we're both moving together, or it's just in the vicinity somehow. It got put there by somebody. And they have to be about a football field size or larger. The length across. Not the circumference, but the No. Yep. Today being the 13th. It's Monday the 13th, everybody. There's 3 rocks out there, and one of them is 240 feet across, traveling at 17.7 kilometers a second, but it's about 38 to 4 million miles away from us. Yeah, and I don't think it's that close. We've had a lot of them much more closer. And tomorrow is going to be a big one. He's going to make it 336 feet across. Yeah, and it'll be a little bit further out than the one we're looking at now. And then in May, later this month, there's a couple of huge ones, 600 footers, and they're about the same distance as these rocks today. So it seems like there's something that was out there that blew up, or that crashed and broke up, or something that's just floating and or moving. It's moving, and I don't know, because our planet. If I just do this, our planet is going around the sun like this, eh? Right? And the sun being right here and right here, right? And yet our world, as it is in this path, it's also spinning like this, right? Because it's turning, 24 hours, right? So how these things, just zip along, these other rocks, that's probably what we're seeing. Or they're in a different orbit around the sun, like this, right? Going in a corkscrew, right? Right? So they're traveling around the sun too. Some of those things, that's what they're doing. They have their own orbits around the sun, and so we just come into a collection of them and watching it. Most people don't even consider what's happening out there in space. But I try to bring a little bit of stuff to you so you can go, ooh, ah. Well, whatever. Let's see what the Aussies have to say. A magnetopause today. All right. Well, dynamic pressure's up. Wow, up to 5. Wow, that's all that. Yeah, wind was up 700s and then it dropping. Protons stayed between 12 and 2 or 12 and 1 right now. So it's up at 5. 1.6 dynamic pressure. We should see some activity, because if I did that again, 3, 4.1, there's a 5.4. Yeah, well, that's because what I see is if you have a magnet and another magnet and you push them together and they're the same polarity, this is positive and this is positive, they're going to repel each other right here in the middle. There's going to be a force that says don't go, and there's a force. Whoop, I can't draw with the shit today. There can be a force that says don't go, and this area right here is where the pressure is. And so if the pressure gets so strong, it can bend that magnetosphere back a little more, right? And then as it does, there's a pressure this way and there's a pressure this way as well as this way. And in my mind, that's going to put pressure on the solid object where the magnet is. And if there's pressure on that magnet, then there's things that can happen. And that's why we see this magnetopause being pushed like that. Right now, 10 is probably the average, 15, but we can check out the magnetosphere up here too. This is the velocity of the wind, the red being really high, the blue being very low. See on the backside here, yeah. But you'll see it's pretty red right now, and it's bouncing. Our magnetopause is pushing, Yeah, it's holding it back. Yeah, and then here's the protons. Not a whole lot of protons coming at us. All the white. You see all the blue right there? That's a ton of protons. But you'll see the white when it takes over. There's less protons coming at us. So less plasma, right? And the plasma is what creates that auroras in my mind. The solar wind can too, because they're charged particles, right? And then we look at the pressure, dynamic pressure. The red is higher, the blue is lower. So you can see we got some pressure around the planet. You can see right through here too. There's some, it went a little bit red there. We'll watch it again. See how strong it was at one time? Yeah. And you can see how it's bouncing right there. Deep reds. Yeah, that's dynamic pressure. To me, that's what can create earthquakes. That is the mechanism that the sun and the solar, all that stuff, can create earthquakes. The crust itself is kind of like a broken, like I'll use Canucks explanation of the crust, ice on a river. And if you make it all round, you know what I'm saying. But if you step on one side, you know, it'll move. When you step on one side, you're applying pressure, just like the magnet of the sun and the other stuff with the magnet of our planet. It could override a little bit, create pressure, and that pressure can push the crust. Yeah. Some people believe that the magnetism of our planet is what's actually moving the crust, not convection. I think it's what stirs the convection. And so I think both of them are right. You know, that's just my opinion. Kind of like elbows and assholes. Everybody's got one. Anyway, here's the magnetos here, right? So let's take a look at the ground perturbations. Yeah, you'll see a little bit of bumpy bump. Yes, I drank a little bit of coffee. It's cold, but hey, it's strong. Stronger than I like, but hey, whatever. So there's the little perturbs, ground magnetically. And so I kind of look and seeing, well, where's the, you know, where's it a little stronger? Well, mid-Atlantic, right above Iceland. And then you have the southern anomaly here from Africa to Aussie land. This whole Indian Ocean was busy. Yeah, we'll see. And the buoys. Let's check out the buoys. Do we have any drunk Chinamen out there this time? And don't see any. Yeah. Sometimes we can see them here. You got to check in there real tight in there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. I don't see any buoys. How about the tremors? Everybody loves the tremors, right? Not likely. There's 220 tremors yesterday. And look where they moved. They went from Shasta. Now they're up here in where? Yeah, that's right. Oregon. Funny thing is, Oregon doesn't have a lot of earthquakes, but they have a lot of tremors. Is that odd? Well, it depends, you know. Something being shoved underneath the plate, like a shovel being underneath the plate, lifted it up, and so it's vibrating. It's not magnitudes, baby. That's just energy. They put an M. They should have put an E. You know, E. You know, like eek. Let's go back one day, the 11th. You can see they're down here still, 210 of them. And then up here by Salem, Oregon, and in between. And we go back to what is this, Friday maybe? Yeah, Friday. That's where they were on Friday. A little bit out here by Medford, and then it progressively moved north. You see that? And nothing today so far. So it went down here, and now it's moving back up there. Why do you think that's happened? Put your answer in the chat there. Alrighty then. Volcano news. Yeah, in the news today. Well, speaking of news today, and watch this. The rabbit hole was created to dive deeper into subjects that needed further examination. Hi, I'm Joe,
and my guest and I will take you on a journey of discovery and exploration. We will provide insight and theories regarding the subjects we discuss. Come join us live at joslicklive.locals.com, or you can join us on Facebook or Twitch or YouTube. Thanks, and look forward to seeing you. And remember, don't get none on you.
Make sure you subscribe, like, and share this video, and I like, Thank you for your tips and your subscriptions. They help me keep this thing going, and yeah, I wish I could be here all the time, but I do have to go to work, and just like most of you, I'm not ashamed of it. I like to be here all the time, but yeah. In the news today, volcanically, from Volcano Discovery, volcanoes, May 13 and 2024. Santa Guido, Fuego, Simiru, Ibu, Decono, Reventador, Sangay, Uranus. Uranus is looking for Uranus. Uranus and Uranus. Anyway, straight line here. Uranus, Jupiter, Venus, the Sun, and us. Yeah, isn't that interesting, huh? Yeah, Saturn and Neptune and Pluto are out of the way. Anyway, so yeah, Fuego popping 18,000. That's a little bit bigger for Fuego. Usually it's about 15, so it's a 12,003 foot. Good, going to 18. Damn near mile high pop. Could be that there's no weather down there. Nevada del Ruiz there in Colombia, 22 out of a 17.8 or 17.6. So near 5,000 foot popper out of that one too. Yeah, I wonder. Sangay volcano, not able to detect there in Ecuador, coming around the corner as we did. Sabancaya, down there in bottom of Peru, 22,000. It's down from 30 something. Yeah, 22 is about its normal. It's a 19,000 going to 22. Reventador, nothing. Santa Guido, sporadic emissions and some volcanic ash. That's Santa Maria, Santa Guido, the same thing, about 50 miles northwest of Fuego. So Central America still got the noise, right? Simiru, 15 last reported, 15,000 foot from a 12.2. Luotolo and Little Toby going to 6. About 2,000 foot, 3,000 foot popper out of that one, out of the islands, Indonesia. Fuego, 17. Ooh, 17, a little bit bumpier there. Here's one from Reventador. Poof. It's like, you got to put the echo in it, man. Because it was you can see all the dark ash and stuff, because it is a busy volcano. No, don't go up and see it. Yeah, Ibu and Halimarahara. Look at that monster pop. It's a 4,000 foot mountain. Ibu is like 43, 46. It's going to 21,000 feet. Boom. Right? That's what? Near 16,000? Yeah, that's 3 miles high. Boom. No weather, of course. So the weather can't, push it sideways. It's going straight up. 16 or 3 miles high. That's a pretty good cough. Yeah. Reventador, again, there, Ibu, 21,000, see? Yeah. Uranus, weak emissions out of Uranus down there in, let's see, it was going okay last week. All right. Let me see if there's any earthquakes on it. Here's Uranus. All right. Uranus is just south of Sabancaya. But for it to be busy and Sabancaya busy, there's a lot of pressure up here. And we saw a whole bunch of earthquakes moving through here, a couple weeks ago. So there should be something in this area that does go pretty good. All right. Dukono popping to 9,000. Ibu and Dukono popping biggie. Boom, 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 boom. Strong puffs out of 7 Kaya down there. Yeah. It's breathing, baby. Yesterday was Fuego, Popo, Simiru, and Shivalush. Let's check it out here. Kamchatka up there in Kamchatka. Yeah. There's something happened here. Let's read this. Shivalush on May 7th, volcanologist from Cavert. Newly formed Karen 1 lava dome. The team conducted thorough photographs and video documentation. New dome using both visible and infrared spectrums. While exact dimensions are not yet determined, the estimates suggested a height that exceeds of 70 meters. The dome continues to grow, accompanied by frequent debris avalanches. Samples of andesite mixed with xenoliths were collected, and comprehensive chemical analysis aiding the understanding of full composition of the site. The new lava dome began to grow on April 26, according to satellite images. The lava dome appears smooth with curved outer surface, resembling previous lava domes and the volcano. Viscous gas, poor magma has been accumulating within the dome. Yeah. Manam explosive continues at Manam, 15,000 feet. Yeah. Crazy, eh? That was yesterday, by the way. Manam is a little island right off of PNG. Simiru has been doing his thing, 15 Dukono, 8,000 out of Dukono. Popo, 9 is nothing out of Popo. Santa Guido, nothing. Fuego, 17. Nevada del Ruiz. Not detected. Reventador, 3,000 or 1,000 to 3,000. 7 Kaya, Peru, 33,000. Strong puff out of 7 Kaya, southern Peru, yesterday. 33,000 feet. That's why today when I said 20, it's not doing a whole lot, right? When I said that, remember? 7 Kaya, 21. 33 is a little bit heavier, right? Could be that there's just not much weather there, and then puff or fart in the wind, it goes straight up. Urbinas down there in Peru as well, 22. There's everything that's been erupting. There's a lot of eruptions going on. Yasur, Villarica, Tinocula, Santa Cruz Islands, the Solomon Islands, Suno, Zajima, Riku, Stromboli, Shivalush, Simiru, Santa Guido, Sangay, Sakurajima, 7 Kaya, Rick James, Reventador, Popo, Niragongo, over there in the Congo, still doing his thing. Naya Murgira. God, it sounds like a freaking dinosaur. It should be Godzilla against Nira Murgira. Michael, South Sandwich Islands in the UK, still doing his little thing too. Been popping. Marapi, stay away, Joel. Stay away from Marapi. Central Java. Merapi, that is. Masaya, Nicaragua, still saying hello. Marapi, Western Sumatra. Still stay away from that one. It killed a lot of people here last year. Last year, December. Lubotolo, Little Toby, still doing his thing. Krakatau, still in the Sunda Islands in between Java and Sumatra. Still saying stuff. Ibu, Fuego, Ferdinand Galapagos Island, still doing its thing. Still pouring magma into the sea. Erda Al, Ethiopia, still, still pouring up in the pit itself. You still see lava moving. Erebus, Antarctica, active lake in the summit crater. Wow. Last report is December 14th December of 2014. But still erupting though. Abaco, Kashmir Island, still doing its thing. Dacono, and Bezzy Manny, Cam Chankin. Yep. And Barren Island, Indian Ocean. I wonder where the hell this one is here. Barren is this one. Here's Barren Island. Oh, the Andaman Sea. Okay. I know where that is. All right. Still doing its thing. That's the report for the volcanoes today, everybody, as we look at the tremors again. And I'm still waiting for this day in history by 42. And speaking of which, I want to say hi to everybody. Walleye King, good morning. Good morning, Susan. Good morning, Timmy. Good morning, 42. Hood. Canuck, good morning. Lake Girl 19, good morning. Good morning, Beth. I know you're taking your kids to work or school, and that's great. Simply Sue, good morning. Flutter Girl, good morning. Dub Diesel and AZ's in the house, good morning. Doc Rock 18, good morning. Denise in the UK, good afternoon. Croatian Dude, afternoon to you too, bud. Oh my gosh. And Budgie Bird, good morning. Apologize, that's my new internet services coming up. Yeah, I had to change internet services, and I think I missed a few people here. Let me make sure. Budgie Bird was the last, and King of Snarls on the other one. Good morning to you. This day in history. Greece in 1995 had a 6.6. Ooh, that's not a good one there. Yeah. On May 13th, 1995, 25 people were injured, substantial damage in Grinovac Cosini. Maximum intensity level 8. Earthquake and aftershocks destroyed 5,000 homes and damaged 7,000 more. Preliminary estimates, 450 million damage. Wow. Felt in central and northern Greece, including Thessaloniki. Felt a level 4 to a level 6. In a former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia, felt a level 3 at Herzog Novi. Podgorica, and these people got to freaking spell the words right. Olsinij, Yugoslavia. And also in 1986, Georgia. Get this. Greece in 95, right here. Right? And then just down here. Wait, Istanbul. Istanbul's here. Right over here. So Georgia, both sides of the Black Sea. Yeah, 5.7, 1986, the year after this one, on the same date. Can you imagine? Whoa. 2 people were killed in this one, though. 1,500 people, buildings destroyed. In Akalaki, USSR. Slight damage in the Susan area, or Suzi's area. Turkey felt at a level 7. Ahmadinejad and Bakarini felt it in level 5. You know, they gave Ahmadinejad an award at the UN. Yeah, this is the same son of a bitch who kidnapped a bunch of Americans. Yeah, and tortured them. Yeah, piece of shit. And the UN, forget the UN. Screw them. Get out of the freaking UN. No, we need somebody at the table for them. All right. Then everything else, nah. Screw them. Screw the UN. Yeah, whatever. Dumb stem shell damage. Okay. Dang damage. I think that's what you mean. Anyway. What else is left? Oh, how about earthquakes to date? This time we'll go the EMSC. I've been doing a USGS, but they just kind of like fall behind. All right, so here we go. We'll go 12 hours, Let me go 12 hours out. 13 right there. That'll do. Looks like eastern Turkey and southern Greece were bouncing around. Baja California and Oklahoma. Baja California and central mid-Atlantic ridge got a 4.9 14 hours ago. Yeah, I think we're hearing central east Pacific rise had a 5 12 hours ago. I said, Let's check that out. East Pacific rise. All right. Down there, just on the Nazca plate, just under the Cocos plate. All right. We should be seeing something out of that one. Yeah, up in the north here. San Juan, Argentina, a little 3. Baja California popping at a 4.2 and a 3.5. Crap. Baja is swarming, everybody. Baja. Yeah, I know. Yeah, at Arnold. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I don't know if I can. I have to do it this way. Hold on a second. Back to it. Now we're back on. I'm sorry. I was looking for something and I couldn't find it. Look at northern Sumatra. Northern Sumatra. Oh, Andaman Sea. Watch out. That's an area that can get big, giant earthquakes. Offshore Oaxaca 4, Guerrero 4. Kyrgyzstan got a 4. Java Sea got a 4.8 8 hours ago. All right, so we have to watch over there, eh? The DR got a 3.2. Northern Ireland a little 3.2 on a New Zealand there. Taiwan still bumping around with a 4.1. But here's Baja again. Baja. Anyway. Yeah. Baja California again. What the frack? Chiapas, Mexico, a little Smalley. Western Turkey, Eastern Turkey. Turkey's moving all the time, it appears. The Canary Islands finally had us 1.7. That means maybe they've completely stopped up there in Iceland. Last I heard, it's ready to go. It's full. Offshore Colima, 3.5. All right, that makes sense. Moving around through the earthquake down here, moving its way through around the Cocos plate. Philippine Islands, Atacama, Sumbawa region, Indonesia, little 3.5. Central Turkey, Panama, Rica border, little 3.3. New Britain, PNG, come up with a 5.2 at 175 depth. That's pretty good little banger right there, to tell you the truth. 3 hours ago, New Britain, PNG. Yeah, that's over by Manam, right down here. You can see that right there on the map. Yeah, 4.3, Oaxaca. Right here. Boom. Yeah, and a bunch of little smallies. Yeah. Oklahoma got a 2.1 just a minute ago, and Tarapacá, Chile 2.8. That's pretty much for the earthquakes today, last 12 hours. There isn't a whole lot to report on earthquakes today. Substantial damage, yeah. Substantial brain damage. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the story of us all when you get to our age. Yeah. We'll see some solar stuff happening. It's, oh, come on. There you go, big boy. In the news The U.S. has been withholding sensitive intelligence information on Hamas from Israel. I don't think we have anything on the Mossad. I think they know it all, and we don't. I think our opinions don't matter. And I just say, hey, hurry up, get it over with, kill all the bugs, and but try not to kill innocent people. Yeah, don't kill innocent people. I should say, not try. Don't. But if they're going to take out arms against you, mow them down. There's more that come where that comes from. UN claims fog of war is to blame for Hamas's terrorist data propaganda. Yeah, they've been just pursuing a bunch of bull caca. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah. Ashley Biden over the weekend confirmed her diary, saying that showers with my dad, Joe Biden, in a real emotional deal. Yeah. And, fucking little pervert. String him up. Yep. Meaning, figuratively speaking, you arrest him, put him in jail, he'll die. He'll just freaking die because he just can't handle it. Pretty funny stuff. What's happening on the Trump versus Biden. And did you watch? I don't watch it, but I heard about it that CNN was flipping out. Like, what? What do you mean he's winning? The nation's coming to a close. Yeah. Not because of Trump supporters, but because of Biden supporters. You turds. You drank the Kool-Aid too much, and you got drunk on it, and drunk with your own power. Your own feces, throwing it at each other, and enjoying it, thinking it's a celebration. Crazy. Yep. Crazy. Yeah. Some people say to change the world, you need to protest less and study more. No kidding. Duh. Yeah. I ain't even going to talk about that. Yeah. Oh, massive corruption in the court systems that we have here in the States. And, the former president, he's speaking up about it. And the judge doesn't like it too much. Yeah. But hey, whatever. And there's Congressman Tom Cotton. They just took over my phone. He's saying that Biden is trying to make Hamas have a victory. Yeah. And Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah, do you remember her? The actress, Jennifer Lawrence? Well, evidently she got into bed with old Mike Pence. And he done grossed her out because he had a weird penis. And he wouldn't give it to her, so she calls him gay. Yeah. She's a little weirdo. And a San Francisco woman is convicted of shoplifting. She stole $60,000 worth of items from where? From Target. She made 120 visits to Target and she stole that much, and finally she got busted. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Jerry Seinfeld. Did you hear about him? Yeah. He was talking at the Duke, college, and some of the whacked out students. I mean, I don't know how much we can correct this shit for the last couple of years, but he supports Israel and what Israel's doing because he's Jewish himself, and he hates the fact that there's racism out there. Anti-Semitism is nothing more than racism, and the idea that Israel should exist is abhorrent to the natural thinkers today because the schools have all been corrupted. And we don't want innocent people dying, and I don't believe the Palestinians themselves are bad or have issues, but the ones in power and that's the bugs. That's Hamas. It's and if you go all the way back, it's it's Iran. Where did Hamas come from? Look at the origins of Hamas. It'll shock you. But also this weekend, Iran has the bomb. That's right. Iran now has the bomb. An Iranian lawmaker in Tehran said that they Ahmed Bakhshalashik Andret claimed on Friday that Iran possesses nuclear weapons. Despite the country's formal policy under the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, JCPOA or POS, this statement came shortly after the UN's atomic watchdog highlighted Iran's capacity to produce multiple nuclear bombs. We knew they could do it. Riyadh 24, at local media outlet, Ardistani contradicted the official line that Iran adheres to the JCPOS, which aims to prevent nations from developing nuclear arms. And yet, in my opinion, we have achieved nuclear weapons, but we do not announce it. It means our policy is to possess nuclear bombs, but our declared policy is currently within the framework of the JCPOA. Yeah. Well, what do you say to that? Scary, don't you think? An Ohio community is incensed because the school district is still protecting students. A student was accused of raping a 9-year-old, and a son of a bitch is still in class. Amen. That's when you go pay the biggest bully you got in the school to pound him. Yeah, put him in a fucking hospital. Oops. I know, that's a $5 one, huh? And I don't know who's going to listen to Michael Cohen, the perjurer that lied, and that's why he's in trouble with the government. Maybe he doesn't want to be in jail any longer. He's going to, say some stuff about President Trump. I don't care what he says. You know. Crazy, huh? Pro-Hamas thugs raised the Palestinian flag at Daley Plaza in Chicago higher than the American flag, and that's a felony. And if that don't get corrected, some shit's gonna happen, and I'm not gonna buzz that one. All right. I don't know what that one's about, but yeah. Newly unsealed documents reveal a lawyer with attorney-client privilege relationship with Trump is going to talk to Jack Smith. So they think they got something on the inside of President Trump. You know, loyalty has something to be said about that, but you know, trust all that. But, you know, anyway. Well, whichever way we're going to get hit by fan stuff, it's either nukes or campy flagree popping. Yeah. All right, he says, what are we looking at here? Wildfires ramping up all over northern Canada. I saw that too yesterday. In a northwest to southeast view from BC all the way through Manitoba. Yeah. Isn't that interesting, huh? And right into where? Right to Chicago, Ohio, and Virginia. Straight across. Pretty far out. Pretty far out, baby. But that's normal. That stuff hasn't burned in, you know, a couple thousand years. Maybe a lot of thousand years. When did it freeze? I think where the Ice Age started 1.2 million years ago, and yet we've had many little ice ages in between, like 15,000 or 17,000 years ago. And, you know, it's kind of, yeah. Anyway. Remember, don't get none on you. Who loves you? I do. And make sure you share this video and have fun. Tell somebody you love them. Yep. Big hugs, y'all. And remember, don't get none on you.